Hello friends, in this lecture I am going to teach you about how to balance ledger accounts, and I also teach you how to prepare a trial balance after you have balanced the ledger accounts. Now, before I start, I hope you have already completed recording journal entries for problem number 1, which I discussed in my earlier lectures, and I also asked you to prepare ledger accounts for that problem. So with me I have the ledger accounts for problem number 1, which were already explained in the earlier lectures. Now using these ledger accounts, I am going to balance these ledger accounts and I am going to prepare a trial balance. Okay, now I'll first of all open a small trial balance. The format of a trial balance is very simple. Particulars, debit rupees, credit rupees. So it's a 3-column table. This is called as your trial balance. Okay. Now what I have to do is I have to take up individually each ledger account, learn how to balance the ledger account, how to find the balance in the ledger account, and then learn how to show it in the trial balance. Okay. Now I have the ledger accounts with me for problem number 1. I'll prepare the ledger accounts once again for you. I have the cash account first. I'm going to take up the cash account first. Debit, credit. The items in the cash account are 2 capital, 2 crores, 2 sales, 2 crores, 2 Daridranath, 2 lakhs, 2 bank, 40 lakhs. So these are the items shown on the debit side of the cash account. Let us take up the items shown on the credit side. Buy buildings, 50 lakhs. Buy furniture, 20 lakhs. Buy machinery, 20 lakhs. Buy computer, 50,000. Buy advertisement, 25 lakhs. Buy purchases, 50 lakhs. Buy bank, 1 crore 50 lakhs. Buy wages, 50,000. Buy salaries, 40,000. Buy electricity, 5,000. Buy stationery, 5,000. Buy Mr. Bangaram, 50 lakhs. So these are the transactions which are shown in the ledger account called as the cash account. Now I have to learn how to balance the ledger account. What do you mean by balancing of a ledger account? Balancing of a ledger account means the difference between the higher side in the trial balance and the higher side in the ledger account and the lower side in the ledger account is nothing but called as the balance in the ledger account. So what we have to find out, which side is higher, which side is lower, and what is the difference. That is nothing but called as the balance shown in the ledger account. The balance in the ledger account is shown on the higher side. Okay, I'll show you how to balance the ledger account. What we can do is, you have to draw 2 boxes like this on both the debit side amount column and the credit side amount column. The next step is, we have to total the debit side. If you see the debit side, the total is 2 crores, 2 crores, 4 crores, 40 lakhs and 2 lakhs. It is 4 crores, 42 lakhs is the total of the debit side. and the total of the credit side. There are so many numbers which are written here. I have the total already with me. It is 36 lakhs 65 3 crores 66 lakhs 50,000 is the total of the credit side. The total of the debit side is 4 crores 42 lakhs and the total of the credit side is 3 crores 66 lakhs 50,000. If you want, you can total it using a calculator. You will find that it is 3 crores 66 lakhs 50,000. Now we have to ask, which is the higher side? This is not the higher side, this is the higher side. So we are going to write 4 crores 42 lakhs in both the columns. 4 crores 42 lakhs in both the columns. The total of the higher side is written both under the higher side and also under the lower side. Now I have to find out what is the amount which should be written on the lower side so that both the columns will become equal. What I have to find out is, I have to find out how much should be written on the lower side so that both the sides will tally. Now what I have to find out is, I have to find out the difference between the total of the higher side and the total of the lower side. The total of the higher side is 4 crores 42 lakhs and as I told you, the total of the lower side is 3 crores 66 lakhs 50,000. The difference is 75 lakhs, it is 75 lakhs 50,000, or we can take the help of a calculator. It is 4 crores 42 lakhs minus 3 crores 66 lakhs 50,000. The difference between the higher side and the lower side, it is 75 lakhs 50,000. So when you write 75 lakhs 50,000 on the lower side, both the sides will show the same total. Now this is called as by